Hello, Kim Townsel. I am a female powerlifter, and I'm a very old one at that. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I will do that in a future video, so you'll just have to tune back to find that out, or you can look me up on the USPA records. I frequently get asked how I got involved in powerlifting, so I thought I would just make a video to share with those interested exactly how I did get involved in powerlifting. I've always exercised. I've done active things. When I went to the gym, I've done yoga, Pilates, circuit training, a little bit of dance exercise, which really wasn't my thing because I'm not very coordinated, not very much weightlifting. So a few years back, I love music. I love rock music. I went to a club and I accepted an adult beverage from someone who I thought was a friend. It turned out that he was not a friend, and he had decided to put something in my drink that would drug me. So I blanked out for the rest of the evening, and the next thing I know, I woke up and looked down at my elbow, and I said, my elbow is ugly. To make a long story short, I ended up in the emergency room. They had to put me to sleep to put my elbow back together again. I coded while I was out, and when I woke up, I went to the orthopedic surgeon. He asked me if I would wear a removable cast or a brace if he put that on there, and I was honest. I told him no, that I wouldn't, because I had too much going on in my life. So he said, great, I'm going to put you in a hard cast. This is me in my big hard arm cast. It did slow me down. I couldn't do water sports, but I went to concerts, hung out with my friends. I kept this on for about 6 weeks. And as soon as I got it off, I went to another concert and headed for the beach the next day. I wore a little brace on there just to remind myself to not knock it onto anything, but I couldn't straighten my arm out, so that was a problem. I continued to work out as best I could, and when I got to the gym, they told me that if I would come to the back room and deadlift, it would straighten my elbow out. My initial thoughts when I got back into this powerlifting room was, this is just weird. It was big guys screaming and yelling. They had these weird little tiny suits they were squeezing their bodies into, and they were moving massive amounts of weight. My mind could not compute how someone who weighed 250 pounds could move 400 and 500 and 600 pounds. I mean, how is that possible? There was like baby powder on one part of your body. There was chalk on another part of the body, screaming, yelling. It was just a lot to take in. I thought, how is this going to help me? But my arm still wouldn't move. So they told me that if I got back there and did deadlifting, that would force my arms to straighten out. So I thought, I've got to give it a try, because this is not going to work for me. I get back there and start deadlifting. I love moving the heavier weights. My initial response was, wow, I can move more weight than I thought I could. This is pretty amazing. Then I realized that I could move heavier weight fewer times and get better results than moving a 15-pound weight in a ladies circuit class that I had been in, which felt like 1,000 times moving. So I go back to the weird room and start doing the heavy powerlifting. I go back in the room that's full of ego and testosterone. I get some knee wraps. I start doing the deadlifting, which I love. I start doing squats, which I not so much love. And I start doing the bench, which I'm not really good at. But my body responded. The changes that I wanted to see in my body were coming along from doing this, what I thought was a kind of manly sport. It didn't make sense to me, but I saw the results. I ended up losing weight. My body changed the way that I wanted it to change, and powerlifting did not make me look like a man. That is another video that's coming up shortly. I took this picture after my first couple of months of powerlifting, and I was pretty satisfied with the way that I looked. Other benefits from being in powerlifting that I didn't anticipate, I had this great confidence, because now I can move more weight than what I weigh. When you can deadlift and squat your body weight and then some, it gave me a lot of confidence in my abilities as a female, and especially as an older female. So that's how I got into powerlifting. It was because of an unfortunate choice that I made in trusting someone that I should not have trusted, but it ended up to my betterment, because I probably never would have gone back into that room and done those weird things, and even tried to move more weight than I weigh. I'm very thankful that things happened the way that they did, because I love powerlifting. I especially love deadlifting, and that's where I'm about to go right now. Thank you for watching. Bye.